Let's talk about the Wilma Mankiller quarter. This coin came out in 2022, not 2000, and it was part of a special series called the American Women Quarters program. The U.S. Mint made these coins to honor strong and important women in American history. Wilma Mankiller was one of them. She was the first woman elected as principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. She worked hard for the rights of Native people and helped many during her time. So the U.S. Mint chose to put her face on the back of the quarter to honor her life and her work. This coin was made in 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The one most people are talking about is the one from Philadelphia, also called the 2022 P. Wilma Mankiller quarter. Millions of these were made, so if you find one, don't get too excited right away. Most of them are only worth their face value, just 25 cents. But here's where it gets interesting. A few of these coins were made with mistakes. These are called error coins, and they are very, very rare. But when a coin has an error, it can be worth a lot of money. Like, life-changing money. Some of these Wilma Mankiller quarters were struck wrong. That means something went wrong during the process of making the coin. Maybe the design was pressed twice by accident, or it was not lined up correctly, or a part of the metal was missing. These are not normal. They are rare. And collectors will pay big money for rare. One coin with a double strike error was said to be worth more than $100,000. That's right, over $100,000 for one quarter. There are even rumors of one being valued at around $250,000. Just think about that for a second. A small coin that fits in your hand could pay off debt, buy a car, or even a house in some places. That's how wild this is. Now, not all errors are worth that much. Some errors are smaller but still valuable. A Wilma Mankiller quarter with a die crack or a piece missing might be worth $50, $200, or even $500, depending on how rare and unique it is. One collector online said he sold his error quarters for as much as $630 each. And he found them just by looking through his spare change. Imagine how exciting that must be, finding a rare and valuable coin without even trying. So how do you know if you have one of these rare coins? First, check the date. It must say 2022, and it should have the letter P on it if it was made in Philadelphia. Next, look closely at both sides of the coin. Do you see anything strange? Are the words or images not clear or doubled? Is anything missing or cracked? If it looks different from a normal quarter, that could be a good sign. Use a magnifying glass or your phone's camera to zoom in and check carefully. If you think you found something rare, don't rush to sell it. First, get it checked by an expert. There are companies like PCGS and NGC that grade coins and tell you how valuable they are. They'll look at the coin and give it a grade. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. For example, a normal Wilma Mankiller quarter in perfect condition with a high grade like MS67 or MS69 could sell for $100 to $500. One coin in MS69 condition even sold for $491. Another one in MS64 condition sold for $1,300. That's a lot of money for one quarter, and that's not even the rarest type. But if your coin has a real, rare error, the price could go way up. If only one or two of those types of errors are known to exist, collectors will want it badly. That's when the bidding wars start and the prices jump into the thousands or even hundreds of thousands. It's all about rarity, condition, and demand. You might be asking, why are people paying so much for a coin? It's because collecting coins is a serious hobby. Some people spend their whole lives building coin collections. They want the rarest and best examples out there. They love the history, the design, the mistakes. And when a new error coin is found, it creates excitement in the coin world. Everyone wants to be the first to own it, which drives up the value even more. This is why you should always check your change. Look at your quarters. Don't just spend them without taking a peek. That one quarter you ignore could be worth a fortune. And here's another tip, don't clean the coin. That can lower the value. Keep it as you found it, and put it in a soft cloth or plastic sleeve to protect it. So, to wrap it up, the 2022 P. Wilma Mankiller quarter is more than just a piece of money. It's a piece of history. Most of them are only worth 25 cents, but a few very rare ones are worth hundreds, thousands, or maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars. These rare coins are out there right now, sitting in pockets, jars, and drawers across the country. Someone is going to find them. Why not you? Take a minute today to check your change. Show this video to your friends and family. Let them know what to look for. You never know who might be holding one of these valuable coins and not even know it. And if you do find one, don't forget who told you about it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more coin stories like this, and good luck hunting. You just might strike gold with a quarter. A coin that looks ordinary could actually be one of the rarest coins ever made in the UK. Some collectors are paying 6 figures just to get one. And the best part? You might already have it without even knowing. Back in 1983, the UK made a big change. The £1 note was replaced with a new £1 coin. The Royal Mint produced millions of these coins to go into everyday use. They were strong, easier to carry, and lasted longer than paper money. Most of these coins were made just right. But a few were different. A very, very small number were made with a mistake. That mistake turned them into something very special. These rare coins were missing a small mark called the mint mark. This mark usually sits under the Queen's neck on the head side of the coin. It's like a stamp from the Royal Mint saying, "We made this." But on these rare coins, the mint mark is gone. It's completely missing. Now, why does that matter? Well, when a coin has a minting error, something that went wrong while it was being made, collectors go crazy for it. That's because these coins are super rare. The error was not supposed to happen. And since it was the very first year the £1 coin was made, this error became even more important. The 1983 no mint mark £1 coin is now known as one of the most valuable modern UK coins. People from all over the world want to own one. And since only a few are known to exist, the price keeps going up. Some people have already sold these rare coins. One lucky person found one in a coin collection they got from a family member. They had no idea how much it was worth at first. But when it was checked and confirmed to be real, it sold for over £65,000. That's more than $83,000. Can you imagine finding one and turning it into that kind of money? And if the coin is in perfect or near perfect condition, it could go for even more, maybe over $100,000 to the right buyer. That's not just money. That's life-changing money. So how can you tell if your 1983 £1 coin is the rare one? It's pretty simple. First, check the date. It must say 1983. Then, flip the coin to the side with Queen Elizabeth II. Look carefully below her neck. On a normal coin, you will see a tiny cross shape, that's the mint mark. But on the rare error coin, that little mark is missing. If you don't see anything there, your coin might be the rare one. But wait, don't get too excited just yet. You need to make sure your coin is not fake. Some people try to make fake error coins. So it's important to have it checked by a professional or a trusted coin expert. Also, condition matters a lot. If your coin is shiny and looks like it was never used, it's worth more. But even if it's been used and shows some wear, it could still be worth thousands. That's why it's so important to check every old £1 coin you come across. You never know which one might be the jackpot. You might be wondering, why are collectors willing to pay so much for this coin? It's because it's extremely rare. Most coins are made with very strict rules. Errors like this hardly ever happen, especially in modern times. When they do, and people actually find them, collectors will do almost anything to buy them. They want these coins for their private collections, to show off to other collectors, or to sell for a profit later on. It's like finding a rare comic book or a piece of art. It's special, and people want it. Now let's say you think you found one of these coins. What should you do next? First, don't try to clean the coin. Cleaning it could lower the value. Put it in a small bag or coin holder to keep it safe. Then, take clear photos of both sides. Try to find a local coin expert or show the photos to an online coin group. Some websites and forums have collectors who can give you advice. If it looks like a real error coin, you might want to send it to a grading service. They will look at it closely, confirm if it's real, and give it a grade based on condition. A graded coin will usually sell for more money. This is your chance to find treasure in your own home. You don't need to go digging in the ground or searching old ruins. You just need to check your old change. That's the fun part. Anyone could have one of these coins and not know it. Maybe your grandparents have one in a jar. Maybe it's in a wallet you haven't touched in years. The rare 1983 1-pound coin could be sitting right under your nose. So what are you waiting for? Go check those coins. Look for the 1983 date. Flip the coin and look under the Queen's neck. If there's no mint mark, you might have found something truly special. Something worth tens of thousands of dollars. Maybe even $100,000. And if you liked this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more cool and rare coin finds. Share this with your friends and family too. Who knows? Someone you know might be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your search. Your coin treasure could be just one look away. Have you ever looked at a regular old quarter and wondered if it could be worth thousands of dollars? What if I told you that a 25-cent coin from 1976 could actually make you rich? That's right. A simple bicentennial quarter, the one with the drummer boy on the back, could be hiding a secret. And if it has a tiny D under the date, you might want to take a closer look. The 1976 D quarter was made in Denver. Most people think these are super common. And yes, they are. Millions were made. But here's where it gets exciting. Some of these coins have rare mistakes. Some were made so perfectly, they're now worth way more than 25 cents. In fact, a few of them have sold for $1,000, $5,000, even over $6,000. Some people even say certain rare ones have reached tens of thousands. That's a life-changing amount of money from just a quarter. So how can a regular coin be worth so much? First, it depends on two things, condition and rarity. If the coin looks brand new, no scratches, no wear, it's called uncirculated. If it's in almost perfect shape and was never used, it could be worth a lot more. But the real treasure is when a coin has both a perfect look and a rare mistake, like doubling. Doubling happens when the design on the coin is stamped more than once, but slightly off. That can make the letters or numbers look like they have a shadow. The most famous type is called a double die. On some 1976 D quarters, you can see doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust, or even on the date 1976. These are the coins collectors love. One of these double die quarters in perfect condition sold for over $8,000. Now imagine finding one of those in your pocket. That's why people are going crazy checking their old change, their piggy banks, their coin jars. It could be sitting right in front of you, and you wouldn't even know it. Another thing to look for is errors. These are mistakes that happened when the coin was made. Some coins were struck off center. That means the design is shifted and part of it is missing. Others were made on damaged or broken metal, or even the wrong type of metal. One rare error is when the coin has a clip, a small piece of the edge is cut off. Some of these error coins have sold for thousands, too. In fact, one clipped bicentennial quarter was listed for over $20,000. Then there's the coins that were just made super well. Most coins have scratches, dents, or wear from being used. But a few lucky ones came out of the mint in perfect shape. These coins are graded by experts and get a score. The highest scores are MS 67 and MS 68. A regular 1976 D quarter with an MS-68 grade has sold for over $6,000. Why? Because it's rare to find a coin that perfect, even if it's common. Now, just because your quarter is old doesn't mean it's rare. Most of the 1976 D quarters out there are only worth face value, just 25 cents. Even if it looks shiny, it might only be worth a few dollars. But if you have a coin that looks brand new, or you think there's something weird about it, like doubling or a strange shape, don't toss it. It could be worth a fortune. So, how do you check if your coin is valuable? Start by looking at the front. You should see George Washington. Just below his ponytail, you'll find the mint mark. If it says D, it means Denver. Now look at the letters, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the numbers, 1976. Use a magnifying glass or zoom in with your phone camera. Look for any doubling. Look at the drummer boy on the back. Is the drum fully struck? Are the details sharp? That's a good sign. Next, check the condition. Are there any scratches? Is the coin dull or shiny? A coin that still shines and has no damage is more likely to be valuable. And don't forget the edge. Regular quarters have a copper-colored edge. But if your coin has a solid silver edge, with no copper showing, it might be a rare silver version. Those were made in San Francisco, though, so it wouldn't have a D. Still worth checking. If you find a coin that looks really different, or one you think might be worth more, consider sending it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you exactly what you have, and they'll seal the coin to protect it. Coins with a professional grade often sell for way more money. Now let me be clear, not every 1976 D quarter is worth money. Most are not. But there are a few special ones out there that are. And the only way to find them is to look. That's what makes this so fun. It's like a treasure hunt. You could find one in your wallet, in a coin roll, or even in a vending machine. Imagine telling your friends that a coin you found in your pocket paid for your next vacation. Or your car. Or your kid's college. It sounds crazy, but it's happened before. People have made thousands from coins they almost threw away. So take a moment. Check your quarters. Especially the ones from 1976. Look for that D mint mark. Look for doubling. Look for sharp detail. And if you think you've got something special, don't spend it. Get it checked. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more simple coin tips and stories. Who knows, maybe the next valuable coin is already in your pocket.